Hello, everybody. My name is Ivan, and today we are going to talk about a new topic, which is WH questions. So, before starting with this new class, I'm going to ask you some questions, guys. So, I really want to know how was your weekend? What did you do on Saturday in the morning? For example, I was cleaning the apartment. Then I cooked lunch. Uh, in the afternoon, I was doing some exercises. Then at night, I was doing homeworks. So I hope all of you are okay. And now, so we are going to start. Let me share with you something very important, which is this. And boom. Okay, guys. Today, we are going to talk about, as I said before, WH questions. So, WH questions. So, we are going to study some questions today. So look at just the following sentences. For example, we have here, who is your teacher? Who is your teacher? Who? Who is your teacher? So who? Who is your teacher? So the teacher. She is my teacher. She is my teacher. Who is your teacher? She is my teacher. Okay? So the second one, where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? I live in a house. In a house. I live in a house. Very good. Let's continue. How will you go back home? How will you go back home? How will you go back home? I will go back home by a school bus. By the school bus, or the car. You say the car. Okay, so perfect. Repeat for me. Who is your teacher? She is my teacher. Very good. Where do you live? Repeat. Where do you live? Very good. So I live in a house. I live in a house. Very good. How how sorry, how will you go back home? I will go back home by the school bus or by a car. It's the same. Very good, guys. So all these sentences are question sentences. So question sentences start with a special word. A special word. Who, which is in red, where, which is in red, and how, which is in red. So, a special word called questions word, such as who, where, how, how, let me put here, how, and what, and with a question mark. This is a question mark. This is a question mark. Very good. So today we are going to study only 4 WH questions, which are who, where, how, and what. Very good. Let's continue. The question mark at the end of the sentences of the word. Sentences of at the end of a question word. Okay, there are other question words such as what, where. You look here at the end of the word, we have the question mark here. We have the question mark here. The question mark. Very good. So when, why, how, who, whose, whom. But as I said before, we're going to be focused only on who, where, how, and what. Very good. Let's continue. So, guys, different question words are used to ask different types of questions. So today, as I said before, we are going to learn the use of who, where, how, and why. So let's get started. Let's get started. Who? Who? It is used to ask about people. For instance, for example, who is going to the school? Let me move here. Okay. Who is going to the school? Who? The school is here, and who is going to the school? So the girl. The girl. The girl is going to the school. The girl is going to the school. Okay. It is used to ask about people. Who are you? I am Ivan, because the question is for uh, a first person. Who are you? Who are you? It can be also for the second person of the singular. Who are you, guys? Who are you? Of the uh, first person of the plural also. Guys, who are you? So in that case, I am Ivan. He is Eliezer. Okay, so let's continue. But in this case, who is going to the school? The girl. The girl is going to the school. Very good. So, where? Where? We have here where. It is used to ask about places. 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 For example, where does the fish live? Live. Where does the fish live? The fish, the fish, the fish, the fish lives under the water. Under the water. Under the water. Where does the fish live? Another example, teacher, where are you from? Where are you from? I am from Buenaventura. I am from Buenaventura. Uh, Teacher, where do you live? I live in a house, or I live in an apartment, or I live in a flat. Okay, so very good. So now we have how. How it is used to ask about descriptions or manner of doing something. For example, how will you go back home? How will you go back home? So I will go home by car. There is an error here. I will go back, let me put here. I will go back home by car, or I will go back home walking, 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 walking. I will go back home walking. Very good. Let's continue here. What? So what it is used to ask about information, something, repetition, or confirmation. So for example here, what are you going to buy? What are you going to buy? This example is not appropriate. In that case, the question would be, what is your name? I'm asking for information. What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? What's your name? My name is Ivan. What is your name? My name is Ivan. Asking information. Very good. So, and that's it, guys. So it is very easy. So we are going to be focused only in those 4 WH questions, which are who, where, how, and what. Very good. So now what you have to do, let me close up this here. What you had to do is the following things. Let me share with you. Boom. Okay, guys. So in the first activity, you will be able to answer the following 4 questions about yourself. Look at here. The first, what is your name? You need to write here. You need to write here. My name is da da da. Okay, very good. So here in the number 2, where do you live? Where do you live? Sorry, where do you live? Okay, I live in da 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 da. Boom here. Very good. So here, how will you go back to school? I will go back to school by. Okay, very good, easy. And who is your father? Oh, my father is Eliezer, Sebastian. Very good. Just you need to look the sample here. Okay, the sample here. Very good. So in the activity number 2, you will need to choose the following WH question words that fit better in the sentences. For example, we have here options: how, what, where, and who. You need to select the best option that better fit in these 4 sentences. Okay, very good. So then you are going to ask 4 questions to your parents and write them down here. So when you had asked the question to your parents, you need to write them down in this space. Okay, very good. That's awesome. And finally, in this activity, you are going to search the WH question words. Furthermore, you will need to find out the extra words as well. So we have here the WH questions. You need to find them down here, but also you need to find down these words. Okay, guys? And that's it. Guys, thank you very much. And I hope to see you soon. Okay, guys? Let me close up this here. Very good. And thank you very much. Bye.